Have you ever felt like you're just completely drowning in worldly chaos? Like every single day is just this fight to keep your head above water.
Oh, yeah, it's an exhaustingly relatable way to live, honestly.
Right. And that perfectly captures the tension at the heart of the texts we're looking at for today's deep dive.
Yeah, the notes we have today are really profound.
So our mission for you today is to explore this contemplative scripture by Guru Ram Das Ji from Dhanaasaree. And the main question is like, how do you actually find dharam, which is righteous living, during what the text calls the kalijug?
Right, the Dark Age. And, the text really doesn't hold back here. It establishes right away that this Dark Age is, well, it's our current reality, a time of just intense spiritual confusion.
Which sounds super bleak, but it doesn't just leave you stranded there.
Exactly. It introduces a very specific survival tool to help you cross this, what they call the chaotic world ocean.
Yeah, the metaphor of Nam, which is, meditation on the Lord, chanting Har Har on it acts as this boat or a raft. But wait, I do have to push back here for a second.
Oh, sure, go for it.
If the Kali Yuga is truly this overpowering, inescapable dark age, how can just sitting and chanting be enough of a raft? Like, I mean, are we just supposed to paddle away and totally ignore reality?
No, and that's a really crucial distinction to make. The text isn't telling you to, like, go hide in a cave somewhere.
Right, because you're still in the world.
Exactly. The Wrath of Nam is about navigating through that world ocean. You are still in the water, dealing with the waves, but the meditation acts as like a psychological and spiritual shield.
Okay, so it protects you from the inside out.
Yeah, you're asking for the gift of devotional worship to protect your inner peace and your honor amidst all that chaos, rather than pretending the chaos doesn't exist at all.
That makes total sense. So the raft keeps you from drowning in the culture rather than just yanking you out of it entirely.
Could be said, yeah.
But reading further into your notes, it seems like sitting alone on this raft isn't the whole picture. There's this huge emphasis on the sadsangat.
Right, the company of the holy. Because honestly, your environment completely dictates your survival.
Yeah, like if you're on a raft with people who are actively panicking.
Exactly. If everyone around you is hoarding supplies and screaming about the storm, you're going to capsize. The Sangat is this community that's grounded in a shared meditative focus.
And the text claims that meditating in this specific environment triggers this really profound mechanism of grace, right?
It does. It actually mentions erasing these karmic accounts that are kept by recording angels named Chitra and Gopt.
Wait, for anyone unfamiliar, who exactly are they? Like, how does sitting in a group erase your past mistakes?
Well, in this tradition, every action you take is recorded. So you can think of Chitra and Gopt as kind of like cosmic accountants maintaining your spiritual credit score.
Oh, wow, a spiritual credit score. I love that analogy.
Yeah, and every selfish act adds to your karmic debt. But when you immerse yourself in the sadsangat, your focus just completely shifts away from your ego.
Because you're not obsessing over your own desires anymore.
Right. You aren't generating new selfish desires.
Yeah.
And the shared resonance of that pure devotion basically bankrupts that old karmic debt completely.
That is wild. The ledger is just wiped clean.
Wiped clean, yeah, because the ego that created the debt dissolves.
Which fundamentally changes how you experience the physical world, too. Like, the text captures this shift so beautifully. It says, the piercing sun of desires sets and a cool moon rises.
It is such a striking visual, isn't it? For an internal shift, I mean.
Oh, definitely. Well, if you think about how desire actually operates, it acts exactly like a blazing sun because it physically exhausts you.
It really does. You're always chasing something.
Yeah, you're constantly sweating, burning energy, trying to catch, the next promotion, the next purchase, the next hit of validation.
And the moon is the complete opposite of that.
Right. Devotion acts like a moon because it doesn't demand that you chase anything at all. It just reflects light. It lets your psychological engine finally just cool down.
And that cooling engine perfectly sets up the seeker's final posture in the text. When that blazing heat of the ego fades, you realize the divine is absolutely unfathomable.
You're no longer trying to conquer the world, basically.
Exactly. You are completely humbled by it.
And that leads right to the end of the text where Servant Nanak makes this incredibly intense plea. He doesn't ask for power or status or even like a better raft.
No, he asked to be made the slave of your slaves.
Which is, I mean, that is the absolute lowest, most humble position imaginable.
It really is. Absolute surrender.
Which leaves us with a pretty fascinating challenge to end on. If ultimate spiritual emancipation in this chaotic dark age requires stripping away your ego until you view yourself as the slave of a slave, how does that challenge our modern obsession with, always striving to be the main character of our own lives?